So we're back at Cow Shop, getting ready for another
day's fishing.
Weekend on the water. Let's go. It's another beautiful morning on the south coast, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
And the plan today is to head down towards the Needles, and we're going to go for some bass to start with, and then I think the powerboat racing's on later, so we might watch a bit of that, and then head back into Lymington for a lovely barbecue, ready for Sunday, which, if the weather holds out and the light winds stay, what are we going for, Luke?
We've got the sharking gear, look, there we go. So we're going to go for some threshers and poor beagles. There we go. Right, I believe that, all good to go.
So we just stopped because there seems to be a load of birds working, and that's what the old fish finder is showing us. I think there might be some fish down there. You got enough rods out here? Oh, there's fish jumping there.
I think it might be bass.
Yeah.
We'll have a go. Let Lukey go.
Some mackerel. Kaz has just done hooking it.
Perfect, thank you.
This is where Kaz gets wet.
Oh yeah, it'll jump out now after it's not that much.
That's it, isn't it? Well done. First bit of bait.
Hey, he's back right, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, I'm in. Yeah, feels like mackerel. Yeah, the way it's going over there. Oh no, and I'll get another bass. So I seem to be catching all the bass, and Lukey seems to be catching all the mackerel. You right, mate?
All good, getting ready to do some bass fishing.
Yeah, so we got the bait, haven't we?
We definitely have got bait. Just watch your feet.
Quick look. Oh, look at those little beauties swimming around.
Loads of them.
Yeah.
Well done.
You got some more in there, have you?
Yeah, we got two more in the pink bucket.
Oh yeah, so we're going to use them first.
Go and see him.
Hey?
There we go.
Nice little Mackie.
Nice little Mackie.
Oh, he's a cracking little
He just
bait.
wants to go down to the bottom. So we've got 30-pound ground slam line with a little knot to your braid.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Like that.
And
that acts as a stopper. So when it hits your float,
it's 30 foot down. Off she goes.
It's set to 30 foot.
Right, let's get this other one going. Right. Let's, show me how you're going to do this then.
So all of it is all set up and ready. So all it is a Matsu circle hook,
yeah.
7/0.
Yeah.
Watching that float just in case.
Got a big catfish hook, catfish float, 200 gram.
So you got a bead for your stopper, so that hits your stop nut. And then a bead there to stop it from whacking, doesn't really make a difference, you don't really need it. And a bead to stop your knot from going over your lead.
That's all cocks and rules, is it?
Yeah, all just clipped up and all ready to go.
Right. You're going to put your...
So I'll go get your mackerel.
Go get your live mackerel.
You've got to chase him, because they're rapid. There he is.
Oh yeah, nice little livey.
Nice little one. I always put the hook just so it goes through the nose.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And then put the lead on. As soon as he hits the water, he's going to go absolutely mental. Right. So we put on the other side by the looks of it. The way that float's going. Ready?
Yeah.
Touch water and off he goes.
That's it.
That's how simple it is.
Now fingers crossed we catch one.
Yeah. All we need is a bass now.
Yeah. You want that float to shoot down, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what.
Go right over the top of that one, isn't it?
That's right, because I let that one out as well.
Yeah.
They're both just bobbling along.
Right. While you're going to do that, just give us a shout out if that goes down, Lukey.
Will do. Just letting you know you're dragged really loose on both of them, so.
Okay. Go on then. Fish on?
No.
Oh.
Other float's gone. Other float is totally gone.
Oh.
Yeah, there is. Look at that. Absolutely engulfed it.
I've got a fish on.
You got a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Take that rod, take the rod, take the rod.
Fish on.
Look at that. Look at that. Perfect, beautiful hookup. Could not be better.
Oh.
All right, move that rod over the other side to hold.
I don't think it's a very big one, but...
No? I need to get a net.
Might just be the little net, I think, Lukey.
That's what I'm getting. Oh, the live baits, they do their work. They do the trick, don't they?
Could do with a... Oh, yeah, look at that.
He's been on there for a while, I reckon. The one for me.
What, your other one? Yeah.
Yeah. He's just whacked it just now.
Oh, give a good little fight, don't they? He's only a little.
See the hookup? Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, what a way to...
Oh, that just then.
The fish, isn't it?
But perfect.
Yeah. Only little ones, aren't they? But you think they engulf that whole mackerel?
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, we're going to run out of mackerel at this rate.
I know. Just hold him for a second.
Beautiful. Got that one out?
Yep. Look at that. Beautiful. That's it.
Nicely done.
Nice little one. Yeah. Nice little tiddler. Let's chuck him back.
Let's put them back then.
Ready?
We want your daddy. Hey, don't we?
Ready?
Yeah, there he goes.
There he goes.
Yeah. Do you want to get rid of this one?
We'll get rid of this one.
Whoa.
Oh, he's getting rid of himself.
On the float.
Not massive.
Yeah.
But a nice size.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Nice one.
Nice looking bass, Lukey. Let's put him back.
Yeah. He's got a bit more go in him, this one.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
There he goes.
Nothing like it, is there? Oh, that looked like he smashed it. Didn't he?
Yeah, that's a fish.
Kazza, trying to do the netting.
Get the big net, please. Big net. Oh, that's
where's the other one? Well,
floats out there.
He's a nice.
Oh, this is a good fish.
All right.
Can't even see the float still. There it is.
Oh, the other one gone. The other one.
Oh, it's back up. He's coming in quite nicely though.
I'm going to come round.
Net. Oh, yes. Feels a good fish.
Oh, he's just come off.
No, he hasn't.
Isn't he?
No, he's there.
Where is he?
Ready?
Oh, he's a nice fish.
Get that net lower. Get the net lower.
Kaz.
Oh, cracking.
Well done. I thought he'd come off.
That's it. Oh.
He smashed that, didn't he?
I'll do it in a second, does that?
Yeah. So, where's the other one gone? It's gone, isn't it?
No. Oh, it's about to.
Looked like it was going to go.
No, I think that's just the waves.
Nicely done, Luke. Nice fish.
Look at that. Absolutely smashed him.
Didn't he?
Lovely fish.
Yeah.
Look at that. Lip hooked.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And that all on the
float.
All on the float. Very simple.
Nice
very
little setup.
effective.
Really simple fishing.
Yeah. Love it.
Perfect.
Well done, mate.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
Got
Go
a fish
on.
on.
Go on.
It
Float's gone. Float's gone. Oh, it's back up. I think there might be a fish on this one.
Yeah, what a little one.
Yeah, only a small little bass. It's disappeared a few times now.
That was a weird drift, wasn't it?
Really weird drift.
Oh, that one's gone. Gone. Fish on.
Fish on.
Fish on.
Oh yeah, fish on. Where's this? I need this other float out the way.
Kaz. Right, run that way, Luke.
I can't. Let's go the other side of me, Kaz.
Fish on.
And then
Where's the, do you want to get the net, Lukey? Kaz, let
oh
that fish.
yeah, down deep. Oh yeah. God.
It's all kicking off.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Oh, I've got a wet foot. Oh,
Oh, look at him.
in the net.
He's in the net.
Woohoo!
This float fishing's perfect.
Oh dear. I've got a soaking wet foot. He's a better fish, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey?
Look at that, beautifully hooked.
Look at the colour on him.
2 seconds, yeah.
The colour of the fish on that. Look.
Look at that. That was never coming out of there.
Well, I've got a soaking wet foot.
But was it worth it?
But,
Look at that, beautiful hookup.
hello, mate.
Lovely. There's another beautiful little live one.
So you just put it through.
Just in the top of their mouth and it goes out. It should go out through their nose.
Oh, yeah.
Or around their nose.
Yeah.
And they go absolutely mental.
Yeah.
And they don't actually, it's really difficult for them to come off that way and they can't just fall off.
That's it.
So float, lead weight, little trace. At the moment where we're fishing, the depth is around 20, 25 foot.
Yeah.
Most of the way it does go up and down a little bit. So I've got around 24 foot of Grand Slam mono on there with a stop knot, so it stops it at that depth. I just wait until we get into the rip and drift away.
Perfect. Simple way of fishing, isn't it?
Yeah, really simple.
Float's gone. Fish on.
2 seconds.
I'm going to bring him around this way. Yeah, fish on. Oh,
Drag's really loose.
no, that's right.
Big
We're going to
net.
bring him around this way, Lukey.
Fish on there.
It was.
Look, the float's reappeared.
I don't know if it is. It's gone.
Is it?
No, it's still there.
Still there he is. There's only a little one, little net, Kaz.
Little let go. Look, how can that?
There's a nice mackerel on there and he's just absolutely smashed it.
That's right, Kazza.
That's right.
That shows how healthy they are, isn't it?
There we go. Lovely.
In the net.
In the net.
It's a waste of a mackerel, that was. We
That
need
one
some
was.
bigger mackerel,
We definitely do need some bigger mackerel.
don't we?
Right.
He engulfed it.
Engulfed it. Well done, that.
You in, Kazza? I need some controls out here, don't I? Ah, that wasn't bad, was it? Hey, nailed that, didn't he?
He's going to get us out the slot.
Yeah. Nice fish, Kazza. Well done. So this is a how-to guide to set up for float fishing for live bait. And as you see in our video, we do this over the bridge. So different areas you'll fish, you'll have to find out what sort of depths you're fishing and adjust your float height to suit. So what we're going to show is the typical setup that we use when float fishing on the bridge. So what we've got is a Penn Raff Spin, which is a 10 to 40 gram rod, and it's 7 foot in length. And we've just got a nice little 250 Daiwa reel on there. It's a nice little setup,
Nice
as
and
you can
light.
see.
And it's got the nice thing about it, if we're float fishing, the knots that we'd be using, this rod needs to have big eyes, because a lot of rods have the smaller eyes, but for this, you're going to need the bigger eyes.
And we'll explain more when Luke does the setup.
And I'll do the tie and the knots. Alright, so let's get into it.
So what gear we got, Lukey?
So all the stuff we'll be using, all of it is Cox and Roll. So everything that we will be using like this, all comes from Cox and Roll's Grand Slam.
What poundage is that?
That one is
£30.
£30.
We got a 200 gram
Float.
catfish float. We've got the Cox and Roll Pro
Rig
sliders.
Pro Rig sliders, the beads, and the swivels. And those swivels they're really small, but they're heavy poundage, so they're £65. And here we have, I think they're called the crane lock swivels, and all they are is they are a swivel that has a clip on it, so when you catch a fish you can unclip it and get the fish away from your rod.
Oh, that's handy.
Nice and easy.
And the most importantly, what hooks we got?
So these are called the Matsu Circle Extras. So what it is you might be able to see, is an offset hook, which is a circle hook. Most of the time when you hook into a fish, they really don't let go. And they're brilliant.
Excellent. So you've run the
braid through the eyes.
Braid through the eyes, yeah.
Nice and easy job.
Yeah.
The next thing is the knot tying. So this is when it gets a little bit more interesting. So all I'm going to do is take a little bit off of the spool there. I've got something called a Wally's rig tyres. So there you go. All I've done is attached a random clip to it just to make it a little bit easier when you're tying knots. So all I'm going to do is tie a simple blood knot. Alright, so on the clip, all I'm going to do is poke the line through and start to tie a knot. It's got the line, poked it through, pinched it, and looping it around once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and then I'm going to back up through that loop that you made. And now this is your important thing, you don't want to put it all the way. So now it's on there, you've got your knot, so all you have to do is pull this line here, you want to unclip it. So there you go, so you've got your knot ready. And you want to get the end of your braid, poke that through now, and just pull a nice amount through, ready for you to tie. So all I've done is pulled it through, and now you want to pull this knot nice and tight onto the braid, like that. I'm just going to cut that tail end off a little bit. Alright, there you go, so you got your braid through and it's not tied on yet. You can do any other stop knot, it's just this is the way I find it easiest. Now to the braid. So all I've done is I've left a nice long trace. What I'm going to do the same as I did with the first knot, but there is a little bit different, so loop it around. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Now when you poke it back up through, what you're going to do is you're going to pull it, but there's a little loop there you might be able to see. Got that loop, you're going to keep pulling it and make it a little bit tighter, and then with this end, the one that's cut, so all I'm doing is where it goes back on itself, I'm just going to do the same thing and go back on myself 5 times.
So there are plenty of different knots that you can use to tie braid to mono. You make your decision on which one you use. This is the one that we use, so your choice.
Yeah, so now we've got it all tied, ready to pull. So I'm just going to pull it together slowly, because sometimes it doesn't like to go, but as soon as that pulls in, should be right. Just going to wet it.
A bit of lubrication.
Should all pull together. There we go. Just pull that nice and tight.
And so you're using that as a sort of a stop knot as well, aren't you?
Yeah, so that is my stop knot as well. So all I'm going to do now is cut the tag ends off. There's one there.
They're nice scissors, what are they?
These are also from Cox and Roll, and they've got a serrated edge which allows them to easily cut braid.
They're ceramic as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are ceramic edged.
Yeah.
There you go, lovely. Just left a bit of a tag. So now you've got your knot. All you're going to do is do an estimate. For us, we fish at around 25 foot arm length. So 1, 2, 3.
So this bit you need to set up to your own depth. So we know roughly
4.
That.
So we're fishing about 25 foot.
25 foot.
So I've done 4 and then just a little bit for tying knots. So that's all just laying on the floor at the moment. And all I'm going to do is leave that now and reel that line back in is you want to make sure it goes onto your reel tight. So I'm going to hold the braid and make sure the drag is a little bit tighter. So I'm holding the braid to make sure it goes on nicely. And this is where you need a little bit bigger eyes, because you've got quite a big knot trying to get through the eyes. So that is going to land on the reel quite nicely now. So you can see that there. There you go.
Perfect.
Nicely done.
So now to the important bit, isn't it?
Yeah, is actually setting your float up, because this is the thing that's going to keep it away from your boat and also make sure the depth stays. 2 beads out, so pro rig sliders, and I'll get the swivel out. So the first thing you're going to get is a bead. So this is also going to hit your stop knot and also protect that knot at the top, and also when your float comes along, this bead goes to your eye, and as long as it can't go through your eye, it's perfect. So that can't go through there. That's brilliant. And now, so you go bead, then float, and then you go lead slider, pro rig slider, and then you go bead, and that is your float setup right there. So that is all it is. So you got number 1, bead, then float, then pro rig slider, and then bead.
And then what's next?
So, and then you tie your knot to your swivel.
Okay.
But it's important that you have a lead clip. So that's the pro rig slider. It also attaches to your lead, and that what holds your bait at 20, 25 foot or your depth.
Yep.
Right, now I'm going to tie the same thing as earlier, a simple blood knot. There we go.
Works well, that.
Okay, leave a little bit of a tag. You don't want a big tag, but that's about it. All right, so that is technically your float done.
Then you just have a short snood then to your main hook, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so I'll show you that now. So what I usually do is that can just sort of stay out of the way for a minute whilst we do the next bit. So now go back to your ground slam. You can use a little bit lighter line, but I just tend to use the same. Doesn't really matter. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to your swivel clip. Do the same knot as you just did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back through. And then this one you've got a little bit more grip.
Bit lubricant.
So you can put it. There we go. Nice and easy. There we go. And now what I tend to do is just a couple feet of line. Doesn't have to be a massive bit. And then that goes straight to your hook of choice.
Oh, so these are just a little short snood then, is it?
Yeah, nothing. So it's same knot, nothing different. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. With the hook, you can hold it and pull it, but I tend to just use the circle end, just so it don't go into your hand. And there we go. Nice and easy. Right, so that is now all ready. So all I'm going to do is get this quick clip and attach it straight to your swivel. There you go. Nice and easy.
So the beauty of this this setup is that if you do end up with a fish, which is what's going to happen, you can disconnect this and have another bait ready to go straight away. So you have 2 of these set up, and then you can start fishing straight away and get one of your fish off. Very simple way of fishing, as we say. So what you've got, you can have a knot further up the line. Your float will hit the top of the knot, and then this will be floating
At your set depth.
at your set depth.
Alright, so say you've just dropped your line down to the bottom, your hook is out with your lead and your bait's down there now. Your swivel, your little bead is just going to come up, hit your knot, and that's why I put a bead there, is because you could possibly go over the top of it. That's going to hit that like that, and that's just going to sit at the surface, bobbing along.
So if I hold
so if you
that
pull that, look, that can't go anywhere past your stop knot, and that's where it's going to sit at your set depth.
And then
hopefully when you get a fish, the whole lot goes under the water and fish on.
Oh, thank you very much for that, Luke.
That's all right. That's how I do the bass fishing with the live baits. Other float's gone. Other float is totally gone.
Oh.
Yeah, there is. Look at that. Absolutely engulfed it.
I've got a fish on.
You got a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Take that rod, take the rod, take the rod. Good job. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect, beautiful hookup. Could not be better.